Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today we have a highly targeted mission lined up for you. We're exploring a radically different paradigm for cutting down documentary-style video editing time using AI.
Right, yeah.
And to do that, we are analyzing source material focused entirely on Wayne Wallace. He's the owner of Ace Digital Productions, and he built this custom piece of software called DocuFlow.
It really is a brilliant case study in asset management.
Yeah.
In the notes you provided, Wayne uses this example footage of a photographer traveling through London, Paris, and Venice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a lot of footage.
Exactly. When you're dealing with a massive catalog spanning multiple cities like that, the goal isn't just to sort the clips.
Right.
It's to construct a narrative directly from the raw data. And that is exactly the bottleneck DocuFlow attack.
Clear, let's unpack this. Because treating visual storytelling primarily as a text parsing problem, that's a pretty massive shift in workflow.
It really is.
But I'm looking at these notes, and handing narrative control over to an AI sounds like a fast track to a highly robotic or disconnected video. How is Wayne avoiding that?
Well, by relying entirely on the transcript rather than flawed visual analysis. There is a vital correction in our sources we really need to highlight here. The AI does not actually watch the footage.
It doesn't watch it at all.
Right, not visually. Instead, Wayne generates a text transcript first. Then the AI parses that text to create metadata tags. It searches the spoken dialogue for, say, high-emotion keywords or specific narrative beats.
So it's looking for labels like perfect light or emotion.
Yes, it's mining for the best sound bites based purely on language.
Okay, that answers a really logical question I had about the B-roll. The AI isn't using computer vision to recognize a visual shot of a bridge in Venice.
No, it's using the transcript's time codes.
Right. If the subject is talking about the bridge on camera, or if the camera person actively dictates what they're shooting right into the microphone, the AI just maps those text cues.
Exactly. It maps them to the corresponding video files to accurately label the B-roll. You are essentially treating your entire raw video catalog as a searchable text database.
That's wild.
And once that metadata is locked, Wayne prompts the AI to map out a structural story arc. He literally queries it to locate a hook, outline the transitions, identify the climax, and find a resolution.
And here is where the technical leap really happens. Because those text chunks are tied to specific video time codes, Wayne executes a Python script.
A completely automated script, yeah.
Right, a Python script that automatically pulls those selected clips and drops them into a rough cut timeline directly in DaVinci Resolve. The script is basically translating a text-based story outline into an actionable timeline sequence. But surely the output isn't broadcast ready right out of the gate.
Not even close. And what's fascinating here is the human element. The AI is simply doing the grunt work of building a structural skeleton.
Wayne still has to step in and act as the true editor.
Exactly. The algorithm might grab a quote that logically fits the climax, but Wayne still has to adjust the B-roll timing. He has to shift clips around so the visual pacing matches the emotional tone.
And manually chop out all the awkward filler.
Oh, absolutely. Let's be real. Nothing humbles you quite like manually removing 400 ums and ums from your own footage.
It's a brutal reality check. But because this hybrid approach using AI for the rough cut and human intuition for the fine-tuning is so effective, Wayne has actually started codifying his workflow to teach it to other creators.
Whether you are a yoga instructor trying to build an online presence or a photographer marketing your services, the underlying data management is exactly the same.
The mechanics apply anywhere, and he breaks the system down in a 6-week boot camp.
Yes, over at marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com.
He also runs open Zoom sessions on Saturdays, I think at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, that's at zoomwithwaynewallace.com, where you can actually see how these database tools work in real time. If you synthesize the big picture here, this workflow perfectly bridges the gap between tedious asset management and true creative storytelling.
By letting a transcript-based AI handle the heavy lifting.
Exactly. It pulls the selects and builds that initial rough cut, so you bypass visual fatigue entirely. Creators are freed up to focus their energy on the art of the final edit.
It completely reframes the editing process from a visual hunt into a text-driven architectural build. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into DocuFlow for today.
It does.
But before you go, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. If AI relies entirely on text transcripts to identify the emotional peaks and the narrative arcs of a video, will future creators start subconsciously altering the way they speak on camera just to trigger better algorithmic edits? Something to explore on your own. Catch you next time.